You're about to sign a piece of paper that commits you to paying someone hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next 30 years of your life. And most people do it without fully understanding what they're actually agreeing to. They know it's called a mortgage. They know they'll make monthly payments. But when you ask them how their payment is calculated, where their money actually goes each month, or why they'll pay over $200,000 in interest on a $300,000 loan, they have no idea. That ends today. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain exactly what a mortgage is, how it really works behind the scenes, where every dollar of your payment goes, and the one thing about mortgages that shocks almost every first-time buyer when they finally see the math. Let's get into it. A mortgage is a loan you take out to buy a home. That's the simple version. But here's what it really is. Mortgage is a legal agreement between you and a lender where the lender gives you a large sum of money to purchase a property, and in return, you agree to pay that money back over a set period of time, with interest. The property itself serves as collateral for the loan. That means if you stop making payments, the lender has the legal right to take the home through a process called foreclosure. That's the part nobody likes to talk about, but it's important to understand from day one. You don't truly own the home free and clear until you've paid off the entire mortgage. Until then, the lender has a lien on the property. Now, let's talk about how mortgages are structured, because this is where it starts to get interesting. When you get a mortgage, you'll choose a loan term. The loan term is simply how long you have to pay it back. The two most common terms are 30 years and 15 years. 30-year mortgage gives you 360 monthly payments to pay off the loan. A 15-year mortgage gives you 180 payments. Same concept, just different timelines. The 30-year term is by far the most popular because it gives you a lower monthly payment. But here's the trade-off. A lower monthly payment means you're paying interest for a much longer time, which means you'll pay significantly more in total interest over the life of the loan. We'll get into the exact math on that in a minute, and it will surprise you. Next, you need to understand the two types of interest rates. A fixed-rate mortgage locks your interest rate for the entire life of the loan. It never changes. Your payment for principal and interest will be the exact same amount on month 1 as it is on month 360. This is the most popular option because it's predictable. You always know what your payment will be. The other option is an adjustable rate mortgage, or ARM. With an ARM, your rate is fixed for an initial period, usually 5, 7, or 10 years, and then it adjusts based on market conditions. This means your payment can go up or down after that initial period. ARMs usually start with a lower rate than fixed-rate mortgages, which is why some buyers choose them. But they come with risk because your payment could increase significantly when the rate adjusts. For most first-time buyers, a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is the safest and most straightforward option. Now here's the part that surprises almost everyone. Let's talk about where your monthly payment actually goes. Most people think their mortgage payment is one simple payment that goes toward paying off their house. It's not. Your monthly payment is actually made up of 4 components. Lenders call this PITI. P-I-T-I. P is for principal. This is the portion of your payment that actually pays down your loan balance. This is the only part of your payment that reduces what you owe. I is for interest. This is what the lender charges you for borrowing the money. It's their profit. And here's where it gets eye-opening. T is for taxes. Property taxes are collected by your local government based on the assessed value of your home. Most lenders collect a portion of your annual property taxes every month and hold them in a special account called an escrow account. When your property tax bill comes due, the lender pays it from that account on your behalf. And the second I is for insurance. Homeowner's insurance protects you and the lender if your home is damaged or destroyed. Just like taxes, most lenders collect your insurance premium monthly through escrow and pay it for you when it's due. So when someone says their mortgage payment is $2,000 a month, that's not $2,000 going toward their house. A portion goes to the lender as interest, a portion goes to the local government for taxes, a portion goes to the insurance company, and only what's left actually pays down what you owe. Understanding this breakdown is critical. Now let's get into the math that shocks first-time buyers. It's called amortization, and once you see it, you'll never look at your mortgage the same way. Amortization is just a fancy word for how your loan gets paid off over time through equal monthly payments. Here's what makes it interesting. Even though your payment stays the same every month on a fixed-rate mortgage, the split between principal and interest changes with every single payment. In the early years of your mortgage, the majority of your payment goes to interest, not principal. Let me show you what that looks like with real numbers. Let's say you take out a $300,000 mortgage at a 6.5% interest rate for 30 years. Your monthly principal and interest payment would be about $1,896. Now, in your very first payment, roughly $1,625 of that goes to interest. Only about $271 goes toward actually paying down your loan. That means in month 1, 86% of your payment goes straight to the lender as profit, and only 14% actually reduces what you owe. Let that sink in for a second. You paid almost $1,900, and your balance only went down by $271. But here's the good news. This ratio gradually shifts over time. Every month, slightly more of your payment goes to principal, and slightly less goes to interest. By the halfway point of your loan, around year 15, the split is roughly 50-50. And in the final years, almost your entire payment goes to principal, with very little going to interest. This is why the total cost of a mortgage is so much more than the purchase price. On that $300,000 loan at 6.5% over 30 years, you'll make total payments of approximately $682,000. That means you'll pay about $382,000 in interest alone. That's more than the original loan amount. You're essentially paying for the house twice. This is also why making extra payments toward your principal, especially in the early years, is so powerful. Even an extra $100 a month toward principal in the first few years can save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest and shave years off your loan. Now let's talk about the different types of mortgages available to you, because not all mortgages are created equal. Conventional loans are the most common type of mortgage. They're backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are government-sponsored enterprises. Conventional loans typically require a minimum credit score of 620, a down payment as low as 3%, and if you put less than 20% down, you'll pay private mortgage insurance, known as PMI, until you reach 20% equity. FHA loans are insured by the Federal Housing Administration. They're designed for buyers with lower credit scores or smaller down payments. You can qualify with a credit score as low as 580 and put down as little as 3.5%. The trade-off is that FHA loans charge mortgage insurance for the life of the loan in most cases, which adds to your monthly payment. VA loans are available to veterans, active duty military, and eligible surviving spouses. VA loans are backed by the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they're arguably the best mortgage program in the country. Zero down payment required, no monthly mortgage insurance, and competitive interest rates. If you're eligible, this should be your first choice. USDA loans are backed by the United States Department of Agriculture and are designed for buyers in rural and suburban areas. Like VA loans, USDA loans require zero down payment. They have income limits based on your area and household size, but if you qualify, they're an incredible option with low fees and competitive rates. Each of these loan types has different credit score requirements, down payment minimums, and mortgage insurance rules. We've covered credit scores and DTI in detail in our other videos, so check those out if you want the full breakdown for each loan type. Now let's talk about something that confuses a lot of buyers: the difference between your interest rate and your APR. Your interest rate is the percentage the lender charges you to borrow the money. It's used to calculate your monthly principal and interest payment. Your APR, or annual percentage rate, is a broader number that includes your interest rate plus certain fees and costs associated with the loan, like origination fees and mortgage insurance. The APR is designed to give you a more complete picture of what the loan actually costs you per year. This is why the APR is almost always higher than the interest rate. When you're comparing loan offers from different lenders, the APR is usually a better comparison tool than the interest rate alone. Let's also clear up the difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval, because these two terms get thrown around like they mean the same thing, and they don't. Pre-qualification is a quick, informal estimate of what you might be able to borrow. The lender asks you some basic questions about your income, debts, and assets, and gives you a rough number. It's useful for getting a general idea, but it carries very little weight with sellers. Pre-approval is much more serious. The lender actually verifies your income, pulls your credit, reviews your financial documents, and runs your application through their underwriting system. A pre-approval letter tells a seller that a lender has reviewed your finances and is willing to lend you a specific amount. In a competitive market, sellers will almost always choose a buyer with a pre-approval over one with just a pre-qualification. If you're serious about buying a home, get pre-approved before you start house hunting. It tells you exactly what you can afford, and it makes your offer much stronger. So let's recap everything. A mortgage is a loan secured by your home. Your payment is made up of principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. In the early years, most of your payment goes to interest, not principal. The total interest you'll pay over 30 years can exceed the original loan amount. There are 4 main loan types: conventional, FHA, VA, and USDA, each with different requirements. Your APR gives you a more complete cost picture than the interest rate alone. And pre-approval is always stronger than pre-qualification. Understanding your mortgage is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. The more you know going in, the better position you'll be in to negotiate, save money, and avoid costly mistakes. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. We put out new videos every week breaking down everything first-time homebuyers need to know. No jargon, just straight answers. I'll see you in the next one.